Most people never realize that a small and quiet muscle deep in the lower leg may hold a key to human vitality. It is not a muscle that draws attention in gyms or fitness routines. It does not create dramatic shape or a visible flex. Yet a growing wave of scientific interest suggests that this overlooked structure may shape circulation, energy, and long-term health more than almost any other part of the body. Some experts now refer to it as a second heart. At first, that phrase seems exaggerated. But once the science behind it unfolds, the description begins to feel almost understated. Hidden beneath the more familiar surface of the calf lies a broad and dense muscle that has been working in silence for all of human history. It is responsible for moving fluid upward from the lower legs, a task that becomes far more difficult when the body is still. Gravity pulls fluid downward with constant force. To resist that pull, the body relies on a quiet pumping action built into this deep muscle. When it engages, it presses veins and pushes fluid toward the heart. When it remains inactive, fluid pools in the lower limbs, circulation slows, and energy throughout the entire body begins to fade. This muscle works through motion, not electrical impulses. It wakes up when movement begins and it slowly goes dormant when movement stops. Modern life, with its long hours of sitting, extended periods of standing still, reduced daily walking, and widespread indoor cooling, has placed this muscle in a state of near constant sleep. Many people do not recognize the consequences because they unfold gradually. The legs feel heavy. The ankles swell. A subtle feeling of fatigue spreads through the body even after a full night of rest. A sense of sluggishness becomes normal. These sensations are often blamed on age, stress, or general lifestyle choices. In many cases, the real cause lies deep in the lower leg. The most remarkable part is that reactivating this muscle does not require intense training or costly equipment. Instead, simple daily actions can be more effective than elaborate workout plans. One of the most surprising techniques involves a movement that looks almost too small to matter. While seated, gently lifting the heels and lowering them again in a steady rhythm can awaken the lower leg pump. The thighs remain still while the heels rise and fall in a smooth vertical pattern. The action mimics the natural motion of walking, which is exactly how this deep muscle evolved to function. In controlled tests, one leg that performed this motion showed clear signs of improved blood flow compared to a leg that remained still. The difference was not subtle. It demonstrated how responsive the muscle is to even the smallest movement. Another movement that targets this deep structure directly is the seated heel raise. The balls of the feet stay anchored as the heels rise upward. The motion is slow, steady, and controlled rather than forceful. Heavy resistance is not necessary. This muscle is built for endurance, not power. It responds best to gentle repetition. When engaged in this way, it works in harmony with the natural rhythm of the heartbeat, forming a partnership that supports the entire circulatory system. But movement alone is not the full story. Temperature influences this deep muscle in a profound way. It is highly sensitive to cold. When exposed to low-temperature environments, such as air-conditioned rooms, it becomes less effective at contracting. This can leave the legs feeling numb, stiff, or unusually heavy. Many people do not realize that the chill around their lower limbs may be quietly disrupting circulation. Keeping the legs warm with clothing, blankets, or heated environments can help maintain this important function. Warmth encourages blood vessels to widen and allows the muscle to contract smoothly. A simple nightly ritual can offer surprising benefits. Immersing the lower legs in warm water relaxes the muscle and stimulates circulation. After the soak, gently massaging the back of the calves with upward strokes encourages fluid to move toward the heart. This combination of warmth and manual pressure can restore a sense of lightness to the legs. Some describe the feeling as if the legs had been reset after a long day of inactivity. Over time, this gentle method can support healthier fluid movement and reduce the strain placed on the entire circulatory system. It might seem unusual that such small actions can influence overall energy. But the connection becomes clearer when considering how deeply circulation affects every organ. When the lower leg pump becomes active, the heart receives more support and works with less effort. The brain receives steadier blood flow. Nutrients travel more efficiently. Waste products clear more rapidly. All of these effects ripple through the system in subtle but meaningful ways. Modern culture often looks for complex solutions to problems like fatigue, poor circulation, slow metabolism, or the feeling of heaviness after long hours of stillness. People chase high-tech health devices, complicated supplements, and demanding workout plans. Yet the body contains its own ancient technology, designed long before the modern era. The deep lower leg muscle evolved alongside human movement. It was built for a life filled with walking, climbing, shifting, and constant low-level activity. When that natural movement disappears, one of the most important pumps in the body falls silent. When it wakes up again, the change can feel surprisingly powerful. For office workers, long-distance drivers, students, caregivers, and anyone whose daily routine involves extended stillness, this forgotten muscle can become a silent helper. A few minutes of heel motion, a handful of gentle raises, or a warm evening soak can turn the lower leg into a reliable circulatory engine once again. People often think of health in terms of dramatic interventions, but the body sometimes responds best to the simplest actions of all. What makes this revelation even more striking is how long it stayed hidden in plain sight. The deep calf muscle is not glamorous. It does not create dramatic definition. It does not appear in fitness trends. But its role in human physiology is ancient and essential. It supports movement, protects the heart, and helps maintain the natural flow of life through the body. The more researchers study it, the more they realize how deeply it influences energy, comfort, and long-term vitality. Reawakening this muscle is not about building strength for athletic performance. It is about restoring a natural rhythm that modern life has disrupted. It is about giving the body the gentle movement it was designed to receive throughout the day. It is about noticing a part of human anatomy that works hard without recognition and rewarding it with the simple motions that keep it alive. As awareness grows, more people may begin to see their lower legs as more than just the foundation of movement. They may begin to understand that deep within the calf lies a quiet engine that supports the entire system. They may discover that energy does not always come from stimulants or intense exercise, but from circulation itself. And they may realize that feeling lighter, clearer, and more vibrant can begin with something as small as the rise and fall of a heel. Thank you for watching. If this story brought you new insight into your own body, remember to leave a like, share it with someone you care about, and join me here for the next deep dive into the science of everyday life.